tonic, and it's Thursday morning, I think. Had to think about it, because although I've had a cup of coffee this morning, the only coffee I had left was decaf, and it doesn't do the trick. Who's pinging me this early in the morning? Let's have a look. Okie dokie. Yeah, I made a few new friends yesterday. On the various Facebook groups, and we picked up a few new subscribers. I think we're up to 474, so only 26 off the first big milestone of 500. So I'm going to go in and do my dailies and do the bureau, and I did notice that the brawl is active today, but I don't know if I'll have a look at that until later on. But we shall see, because I had a look through the blog post about it, and one of the main thing that caught my eye on there is the fact for the third round where they're using destroyers, they're making it torpedoes only. Anybody that's seen me play a destroyer will know very much that guns are one of the key parts of me playing destroyers. I don't like to just sail around firing torpedoes. I don't know who's dropped into the stream, but good morning, good morning, good morning. So let's get in there and we'll see what we can do. As I said, I'm still kind of half asleep, half awake, and I guess I should actually drop my phone onto the stream as well, so I can keep an eye on the live chat, because another target that we're hoping to hit for this month is 500 hours of watch time, and I can't work things this morning. Here we go. Content live. Not that one.
Let's give them a hard time. Action stations.
Right, so let's have a lucky see at what we've got here. Maine and an Omaha. We got a graph at a grass. Yeah, the grass can be quite nasty, and we've got a carrier game. I want to use these small islands to my right. I know the strong side is this side. And I've spotted, and there's a Yorkie. He's gonna... Is he coming straight forward? Oh, he's hit the islands. So we'll try and give him something to think about to start with. There's the DeGrasse. 1100. The Omaha has a destroyer with him, I know that.
All stations
There's the Maine.
requesting fire on the designated target.
DeGrasse wants to get all of his guns onto me. Really? That bad? I'm really hoping that our carrier will spot for us. But he seems to be heading in the other direction, and our destroyer decides to sit in a smoke screen, which means I can see nothing.
Concentrate fire on the target.
And this is the thing, they sail into the cap and pop a smoke screen when they're not even detected. That is just inviting torpedoes to come straight through your smoke screen. you'll notice that the rest of the team have all gone charging to the other side of the map. Here we go, he's bringing some planes in. There's Mr. DeGrasse.
Enemy cruiser detected.
Who do we go first?
Enemy destroyer detected.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
I can't hold against 3 cruisers and a battleship myself, but we drop a citadel through the
I need help. ship
and the
is on fire.
DD goes and gets himself spotted. So we've got 3 cruisers and a destroyer. We've got pretty much half the team here. And I've got no option but to nope it out of here. It's as simple as that. I cannot stand against half a team on my own.
Requesting support.
And the rest of the team are completely oblivious to the fact that Red are pushing this way around. These guys are just going to angle onto me. Let's see if we can get onto that York first. Yeah.
I need help. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
2 overpens.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank our destroyer for giving the DeGrasse a smokescreen.
Requesting support.
This is going to turn into one of those games, isn't it?
Requesting support.
Nobody is paying any attention whatsoever.
Requesting support. Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Double fired. We do get a hit on them. If we get anything out of this, it'll be a dreadnought. Yeah.
Teammate, I need your support. Teammate, I need your support. Teammate, I need your support.
4 fires. I can't deal with 4 friggin' fires. This team are absolutely blind to the fact that the red team are out here doing whatever the hell they please.
Problem solved, sir.
And there's another fire.
Fighter, the ship is on fire.
Oh, there's the Mayan.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Target penetrated.
And there's our DeGrasse out there as well, 15 Ks. We shall put a burn on him as repayment.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Oh, that Omaha took a slap, didn't it? Hey, Las Vegas, good morning. There's a fire on the DeGrasse for the 5 or 6 fires
Attention. Reporting
that
the
he's
target
put on us
position.
so far. I woke up early this morning
Requesting
and
assistance.
I didn't stream last night because I was doing other things and I was quite tired and it was late by the time I got sorted out. So I decided to get up this morning with my coffee and go on, just give him one hit.
Fighter returning to
No, not enough, not enough. I can't angle enough against this guy.
reporting the target position.
And there's another double fire. We're going to have to let those burn until we finish this guy off, because he just seems to have a massive fire chance.
I need intelligence data.
Go on, out. There we go, we'll put that fire out.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Requesting assistance.
And here we go with another HE spamming cruiser.
Problem solved, sir.
I'm going to get put on fire again.
All stations reporting the position
Our
of a
carrier is
strategic
still
target.
running. Are we going to get good with some dispersion? Carrier gets some torps on. No, we miss him. We got 20 seconds for a heal. We're going to go straight at him.
All stations
And
reporting the
there's a
position of
fire.
strategic
We're
target.
not even going to get...
Ship is on
No.
fire.
Gone. Gone! Gone! Absolutely gone. I had an Omaha, a De Grasse, the York, and a destroyer. So I had 4 ships on that side of the map. And the rest of the team went left. One destroyer sailed into decap, and literally he sailed in and he put a smoke screen up, thereby telling everybody exactly where he was. But hey, we dealt with the De Grasse. Right, I'm just going to make a cup of tea. Because the only coffee I've got is decaf, and it's not doing the trick this morning. Normally I like to have a strong cup of coffee to start the day. And then we go from there. But I have a day off today, so I thought I'll get my bureaus and things done. I'll chuck it on a stream, and then I'm going to do some bits in the garden, because my garden looks like the San Andreas Fault, because they laid the turf directly over clear soil, and because my garden is south-facing and we've had so much sun, the whole thing has just dried out terribly. Right, there we go. Cup of tea. Cup of tea.
The enemy is about to win.
The enemy is about to win because blue team were complete spuds and all went to one side of the map. Our carrier is doing a pretty damn good job. That's the Omaha that I clattered at the start with a Citadel, and he literally stayed across the other side of the map and wouldn't come over. This carrier might actually save the game for us here. Go on, sunshine.
The enemy is about to win.
But we don't have the caps. Why don't we have the caps? Because our destroyer sailed into it and sparked up a smoke screen and did that. I'm not even going to look at this because the time's going to be up before before we get a... Oh, there we go. Battle ended. What was that, on points, or did he kill him? Yeah, we were all killed. So there we go. I finished 3rd in that one. The Dallas was the only ship that came to give me any help on there. I don't know if it was the Fubuki. I think it must have been our Fubuki. Sailed straight into the cap, popped a smoke screen, and sat there. But we'll give it another whirl. So who else is in? Who else is watching? Drop something in the chat. I know Vaz is there. I don't know what time it is where you are, Vaz. There's so many people from all around the world. And I know that me streaming in the morning is something a bit different. And yes, I am wearing a Red Bull, an orange Red Bull t-shirt for Max Verstappen. And a few of you might be thinking, what? He didn't deserve the championship last year. You're right, he didn't deserve the championship last year. It was a complete farce. I am a Lewis Hamilton supporter. I am a Mercedes supporter. I generally tend to support British drivers, and I'm really pleased to see Mercedes with two British drivers. But I have two daughters, and my nice ex-wife is Dutch, and this was a birthday present from them. And it is rather bright, but it's getting a bit long on the tooth now. I think it's 3 or 4 years old. But here we go. One destroyer, 1, 2, 3, 4 cruisers. So let's get AP loaded, and we're gonna go out, and we're gonna go for A cap, and we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Who else is there? You're at work, but you can jump. How can you be at work and be able to play games? I've taken the day off today. Although saying that, I'm still working from home. So on a lunchtime, I like to jump on and play a few games and catch up with people from the other side of the world. Oh, Omaha. Right, let's get angled out of that Omaha. I'm spotted. Here he goes. He's coming straight in. Save all your kisses for me. Come on, drop on his arse end. I'll take a citadel from that. And hopefully in 16 seconds, if he's still alive, he'll take another one. He is now reconsidering his life choices. Go on, Omaha, you've got to get round the island. He's at maximum range, so we're going to turn into him now. How are those looking? Go on, drop. Pa-pow! Peow! That is why you don't sail broadside in an Omaha. Now, what have we got out there? We've got a Mutsu, who's got the biggest shells in the game at this tier, I believe. And he's just on the limited range. He's probably looking at me. I'm going to put my fighter plane up. There's one down. And it looks like I've got the majority of... what's he doing? Hang on, who's that there? Eoba.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic
There's
target.
two decent hits on the Mutsu. We'll try and pick up this Eoba broadside while we slow down. Again, if he doesn't get killed. He's quite a fast moving ship. 3, 2, 1. What do you think? What do you think? Ooh, tidy, tidy, tidy. Oh, you son of a gun. But we got a cap reset there. Shooty, you can finish him off now. A battleship. Hang on. Yeah, 5 ships out there. What are they doing? We've got one ship way out on the right flank. I'm gonna... Why is that guy pushing down past the cap? Go on, Mutsu. No, Mutsu's not going to shoot at me. I'm going for the cap.
I need support.
Fighter returning to ship.
There's an Emil at range. This Mutsu's a nasty piece of work. And we lost the Peter Velicki. Ah, Zuma's in as well. I don't play this much, but look, here we go. The torpedo bombers are on me, so I've got the option to soak torpedoes or turn broadside to a Texas, a Mutsu. Look where the rest of the team is. What is going on with this game, man? People need... Oh, there's the carrier. Out at range. Mutsu has torps at AKs, doesn't he? You know what he's doing.
Requesting assistance.
1, 2, 3, 4 ships. There we go, the Emil's onto me now, so I'm going to have to try and get tucked behind this mountain. Mutsu is going to get across the top on me and put torps on me.
I need help.
There we go, I'm getting absolutely friggin' drilled.
Fighter airborne.
Our carrier could put some planes up for me.
I need help.
Problem
I'm
solved,
getting
sir.
squeezed by the entire team because we've got a complete bunch of absolute fucktards. Excuse my French. I've overextended there. Yeah, Mutsu is waiting for me coming around the corner. He's got torps on.
Requesting support.
Come on, guys. Jesus, there's nothing at the back of the map that you haven't seen before. I'm just going to throw it. I'm going to throw it. There's no point in trying to win this. There is absolutely no point. I would love to know what the DD is doing way back there as well. Look, their DD is here.
Concentrate fire
I'm
on
in
the enemy
range.
warship.
The entire team is back there. I am dead in about 5 seconds. Here we go. Mutsu's got me. Yep, gone. Gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ships parked at the back of a map. What is our DD doing out there? Lemmy Shadow on PlayStation. Let's have a look at his profile. He has his profile hidden. The Omaha. So after we twat the Omaha off the map, I don't know how hot it is in the UK today. It is very bright and sunny outside. So are you in the Flemish area of Belgium, or are you in the French-speaking area of Belgium? Because the only bit I had to remember when I had to go to the Shape NATO headquarters, because although I speak Dutch and German, I didn't realise that the NATO headquarters is in the French-speaking part of Belgium, and I had to go and fill up my military vehicle at a petrol station, and I stood and looked at the petrol pumps, and I was thinking, shit, which one is unleaded petrol? Then I remembered that it's benzine sans plomb. Plomb being the French word for lead, which comes from the Roman or Latin word for lead, which is plumbum, which is where plumbers get their name from, because they work with lead. There you go. Interesting fact for the day. Yeah. Let's just. Do you know something? It's going to be one of those mornings, isn't it? It's going to be one of those mornings. But I pushed too hard there, without any support. But had I sat back with all those other ships, the outcome would have been exactly the same. We've got let's just change him to have that fire chance, and yep, we'll do that. And we're actually gonna switch that to that again. So here we go. In the ass is the grass. But hey, as we say, you know, we can't figure out just open the door. Not only can we not figure out what the enemy team are doing, sometimes it is absolutely impossible to figure out what you yes, back in the olden days, before they realised that lead was poisonous, obviously pipes used to be made out of lead, and then they realised it was a cause of brain disease. I think it can also cause is it meningitis it can cause? It causes other diseases too. But it's also one of the reasons that Queen Victoria, I can't remember if Queen Victoria the First or whatever. I'm really bad at my English history book stuff, but she used to use a white paint on her face because it was about looking younger and fresher and more virginal. But it actually contained a lot of lead in it. Thank you very much, BB. Very nice paint job. And yeah, it slowly poisoned her, which was the same with a lot of that sort of makeup back in the days. I have a head full of absolutely useless facts. Let's see what we can do here. So we've got a fire starting chance on this. Do I need fires today? I'm not sure. Where's he? Where's he? He's over there. There we go. Oh, a Scharnhorst. That is not pretty. That's not pretty, Tony. But let's go over the top. I am spotted, so there's a DD out here on the cap. I'm going to put those torps across that corner there just in case he pops out. There's a Nuremberg as well. So let's turn out and see if we can get through this gap of them. There's a DD. No, can't get onto him. Let's see if we can get Mr. Nuremberg again. No, we can't get over the top. So we're going to have to... Hang on a second. What? Why am I the only ship on this side of the map again? What is going on today? But this is what I'm saying, look. I am the only ship on this side of the map. Again, it's like nobody wants to play. I'm engine boosting out of here. I'm spotted.
Engine boost activated.
There we go. Focus of attention again. What the hell is going on? That Nuremberg is going to keep me spotted as well. Yeah, I did see that brawl mode is active. There's my engine out. I really need some help from somebody else on the team.
Problem solved, sir.
But obviously nobody wants to do a damn thing. Nice job, thank you. Right, I'm probably going to get set on fire there. No, I'm not. That means we can turn around and pick on the Scharnhorst, because the team have finally realised that there's nobody on this side of the map, but it looks like our aircraft carrier is committing suicide. I'm still spotted. That means there's a DD here. Here he comes. Nope, he's turned around, he's backing out of it. Let's close him down. What have I got? 1 minute 15. So I'm still spotted, which means there's a DD out here. Zuma, I had a look at the brawl rewards too, and I was just saying when I started my stream that the fact that they've taken guns off destroyers is probably one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. This shiny is probably waiting for me to come in.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Yep, Torp's dead ahead. No, we're going to turn out of those. It's a set of 3. What we got for Boogie? Akatsuki, right? Well, we know where he is now. So we're going to move away from him. This is supposedly giving me maximum fire chance on this one. There we go, there's a fire. That'll start ticking. Now, what's it got? 20-second reload. Has this normally got will to rebuild on it? That's the thing. That is the thing. My sonar's about to run out. What am I? 2, 2, 2, 1. He's only going to have a low-level commander on, isn't he? Nope, there we go.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
To ship.
No, Normandy, stick with me, you plum. I'll will to rebuild you.
Reporting the position of... Engine boost deactivated.
See, this is what I mean. You come to help the guy out, and he runs away.
Torpedoes direct front.
And here come the Torps. Now, who's he looking at? Right, I'm going to push now. Got some AP on, let's see what we can do with that. There we go, right, we've got a DD out here now who's going to be looking for me. I've got no sonar available, but I have got my HE loaded, and we're going to sail in for the cap. That Akatsuki is right there. You're turning for torpedoes, I know you are. So I'm going to keep sailing in a straight line, let you get all of those off. And then I'm going to hit the brakes, turn, put my pin up.
Fighter airborne.
Still spotted, so who's got me spotted at the moment? Is it still him? Not spotted. So it'll stay bow in. Spotted.
We've been spotted.
We've got 20 seconds. If you want the cap, you're going to have to reset it. Good kill. Right, 5 seconds. So he's going to have Torps on me. I think he'll have waited in the smoke for Torp reset. So, who's that? The Scorn out there did quite a good job of running him down. We now have a half health Atlanta. I'm looking here and I'm thinking I'm going to turn, and I'm going to turn broadside straight into his torpedoes. Probably got a half health Atlanta being pushed. He's not going to survive. And the last ship is running for the map. We're on 910. So this is not going to last much longer, really, is it? And this is where I sort of take a break to smoke a cigarette, and I hear beep, 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 beep behind me. Some people call this a cigarette, I call it breakfast.
Fighter returning to ship.
Some people call beer breakfast, some people call whiskey breakfast. And just in keeping with the Dutch theme of today's post, here we go. This is my Dutch cup, which I've had for about 15 years, I think. Bam, 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 bam. How did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4th. Okay, so not incredibly well and not incredibly bad. But yeah, start of the game when the whole team seemed to be on the other side of the map again, and I was like, have I not showered or something this morning? Is that the reason the whole team is going to the other side of the map? Okay, we need a few ribbons. Let's have a look and see how we're progressing on. In fact, let's just have a quick look at that brawl business, because it is frankly ridiculous. And let me just give my say on what I think this brawl is. First of all, I'll start with what brawl isn't. Brawl is not something that the Warships community have been asking for the last 3 years. What I don't understand is why Wargaming are investing so much time and resources into producing things like this when they're not giving the community things that they really, really would like to have in their game. Dare I say, clan battles. Dare I say, being able to pick your own port in the UI at the start. Um, why are those messages coming back up? I did respond. For some reason, the the messages are taking a little bit longer to come up than they do appear on the phone. And the smell is what attracts us to your streams, Tomic. And Hard Toasters there. Schönen guten Morgen. Wie geht es Ihnen heute? Wir machen Spaß mit Schlagschiffe. And that was for my German friend Hard Toaster. As you see, I do speak German and Dutch. But yeah, this isn't what the community's been asking for. The community are asking for clan battles. The community are asking for simple things like changes to the UI so they can choose their own port for their ships. They change it every time we get an update. So surely it must be quite simple to put a mechanic in the game where we can choose that ourselves. The community are asking for more ways to earn the rewards that we need to promote captains and progress the game. Insignias and promotion orders are particularly hard to come by. Now we have tier 8. Why can't we have an insignia as a reward for the weekly premiums? It baffles me. And then you look at what they're doing here in the game. So season 1 cruisers, season 2 battleships, season 3 is destroyers. Cruisers get consumable reload, main gun reload, 80% speed boost, 100% turret turn, and 50% damage increase, right? And they've recommended, if you go to the blog post, the World of Warships Legends blog post, not the patch notes, they have a separate blog. They recommended 2 ships. I think for this it's the Nuremberg and the Duke of Oster. So basically they recommended 1 tech tree ship and they recommended 1 premium ship, and they've done that for all 3 seasons. So that to me is the incentive of go and buy a new premium ship. It's a subliminal, hey, we think this premium ship will do well, thereby generating sales and revenue. It's a money grab. Excuse me. Now, for the battleships, they've got something very similar here in, they're going to have, I'm sure it's turret traverse, reload, things like that. And I can't remember what tier the battleships are, Brawl will be. But there are some battleships that have torpedoes. And if they have torpedoes, then they will have their guns and they will have torpedoes. Think of things like the Scharnhorst. Then for the destroyer one, they've done much the same again, but then they have removed the guns from destroyers. And if anybody watches my destroyer videos, you'll see that I like to play what is either a gunboat or something that is a hybrid between, Japanese are mostly torpedo boats, Americans are mostly gunboats. The German ones seem to be pretty much a mix of the two. Sorry, I'm going to smoke my cigarette because I've lit it and it's just burning away. But they've made the destroyer brawl torpedoes only. Again, they've recommended the murder sausage because you just have a shit ton of torpedoes that reload very fast, and they've basically dictated the meta for brawl, I think. And it's just going to be a complete shitstorm. I don't think I'll play this. I might, if some of the guys on stream tonight want to have a look at it, I might go in and have a look. But it's like I'm only going to stream sort of this week till Sunday, and then Monday, because after that I've got my son staying with me for 10 days, so I won't be playing at all. I won't be playing warships. I'll probably be playing Minecraft. And well, if my little Charlie boy fancies doing a live stream on Minecraft, you might catch us doing a live stream on my Minecraft over the next 2 weeks. But let's go and have a look. Like I said, that is crazy ridiculous. So I did get a win there in my DeGrasse. What am I on? 4 or 5 there. Yeah, it will be an absolute torpedo fest. So I've still got Gadget and Roma to do. I had a decent game in the Roma yesterday. I clattered a Belfast 43 at the start for a triple citadel, and he had that much health left on him. And then he kept dropping out of sight, and I couldn't get another shot on, and somebody else picked him up. I ended up with 3 kills. I could have had him for 4, and then we won it on points before I had a chance to nobble the what was it? The destroyer that pushed in. So we've got emeralds. We'll take the Roma out. I have got the new commander on here, the Italian dispersion commander, and I have gone with Scharnhorst and Cunningham to make it even more accurate. And I have to say, it is much better than other Italian ships. So we've got range. What's his name? Angelo Iachino in your chinos. There we go. So flammable cannoneer, gyrate and drill bits. So we're losing some speed, but could we instead take that crisscross? Let's try crisscross. We've got marksmanship again, giving us more dispersion. Slightly slows the rudder. We got smoke screens. We got an extra duration on the repair party. We're running will to rebuild. Not that anybody knows how to friggin' use it, and I'm actually going to put him up to legendary 2 just to give me a bit of extra range for will to rebuild, thereby using all my universal accommodations that I've been saving so well for. But I haven't actually bought out the campaign, or I haven't bought Admiralty backing for the campaign. I never buy out the campaign outright, because I've got to take a break from things for summer holidays with Charlie. And I don't know if I'll have a chance to complete the campaign. So rather than throw doubloons at nothing, I'll wait to see if I can get through the campaign before it ends, and if it does, I'll buy out my Admiralty back and then, and pick up all the extra goodies that come with it. But here we go. And it couldn't be a worse bloody map. Jeez. Epicenter map mode should be for tiers 1 to 4 only. It does not really work with higher tiers. Either that or they need to make the maps much bigger, but we haven't got any destroyers. What we have got is cruisers. Right, what's the bets the Iowas sit at the back? Right. I want to be over there. Where I don't want to be is right at the front, but I want to support these cruisers if they're pushing in and get shots on. I did try playing that island once in a battleship, and it didn't work out very well. I've got a feeling the 2 Iowas, my stomach is telling me the 2 Iowas are going to be on the right side and far back. No, we've got a Flander. We've got a Flander. So let's get some speed up. They've obviously got something straight in the center that's very stealthy. There we go, an Amalfi.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
He's the one that's in the center.
Acknowledged.
So let's there's an Iowa. Who's in range? There's the other Iowa. So Flander is in range. We've got Belfast 43 in range but unsighted. He's going to be burning us down. Come on, Flander. There's some turrets. Oh, I had HE loaded. Jesus. But as you can see, the dispersion on that is a lot better, and there's a fire. But we have loaded AP now. Oh, he's put that fire straight out. Let's get a reload on that. Belfast is in a smoke. Iowa is no doubt looking at me. For some reason, the text coming through on the live chat on the screen is not working properly. It's coming up on the TV, but it's putting up the old text. If we can get another fire on that Flander, it'll stick. There we go. So he's not looking at me, so I think I'm going to try and turn in. What have we got? We'll wait till we've got a reload on.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
But he's just going to bow tank.
Requesting assistance.
There's the Belfast.
Enemy battleship sighted.
Yep, there's the Iowa. He's staying at range. He's looking straight down here, so we're going to get bowing on him. I think what I don't want to do is get crossfired from the Flander and the Iowa at the same time. And he's like maximum range now. But the Iowa's about to come into range. We've lost a ship. How does he just disappear like that, man? He was perfectly broadside as well.
All forces, provide cover for that target.
Acknowledged.
We will let the Georgia know that we're coming in. There's the Iowa. Right, Flanders has put his fires out. We'll just go through the top of them and then we'll disappear. Hang on, I'm not doing this very well. One hit. I really need to not be broadside as I come around this corner. But this Georgia is going to need some help. Then again, if that was... oh, hell. Somebody's having a hell of a day out there today. That's 2 dev strikes. There's the Iowa. The Belfast is still out there. The Flanders is still out there. I'm broadside to a KGV who's not looking at me. There's the Flander. We'll go on to him. Is that smoke screen still up from that Belfast? He's going to be sat round the corner, isn't he? No, there we go. 13k's out. He's going to burn me down. Cheers, Iowa. There's a fire.
Fire on the target. The ship is on fire.
There's a double fire on me. Just wait for my, what do you call it, to cool down. What's my secondary range on this? 5.2. Where? Hang on, why is my Georgia backing out of it? You come across here to help them.
Smoke generator started.
Yeah, there's something going on with the live chat on PlayStation that is causing this not to work properly.
Fighter airborne.
The live chat is
Fighter destroyed.
Belfast has got me on radar, which means the Iowa can see me. Oh, I really like to thank that Georgia for the fact that I come across here to help him and he fucks off to the other side of the map, leaving me to face off against these 2 damn ships. And I'm going to get mullered now. Absolutely mullered. This Belfast is going to be coming in with torpedoes. Double fires. Come on, I've got another turret coming round. I know what you're doing, Belfast. You're trying to get your torps on. He's running a mean build. 7 seconds, he's going to disappear into smoke. And you can disappear, sunshine. Now, Mr. Iowa is next. Tell me that wasn't a good kill. Where's your guns at, Mr. Iowa? Come on.
Problem solved, sir.
Come on, come on, come on.
Torpedoes astern.
Torpedoes astern, where are they? Yep, he's missed me. 2 turrets on for the Iowa.
Our team has taken the lead.
And he's gone. Thank you.
Nice work.
And it's Mr. Flander that's left. Hang on, there's our Georgia, who was hiding behind one hill, who then, when I came to support him, he disappeared, and then he's just gone and hidden behind another island. But there we go, he picks up the kill. So that's it. That's it. 64,696. Not too shabby. I think I played that all right, given that I don't play battleships very often. But yeah, for some reason, like I said, the live chat just doesn't seem to be doing its thing today. JJ, I'm just keeping it solo this morning. I'm just doing my bureau, and then I'm going to get in the garden, and I'm going to wash the car, and I'm going to do some laundry, and I'm going to empty my kitchen cupboards and give them a clean out. Because when you're grown up, it's all things like that that just make life so joyful. And then once I've finished sweating, doing all that, I'm going to have a nice long shower. And I might even go out for a spot of lunch today. But hey, look, it's like hands behind my head. I can drink my cup of tea. I'm not in range of the last ship. He's being pushed, so I can just sail in a straight line, really. But I picked myself up a kill. I'm not impressed with the team play this morning. But I was watching Hivehound yesterday, and he was doing a little video on why the game is broken, and he was particularly looking at Will to Rebuild, how he farmed something like 200,000 damage off 2 battleships because he just kept putting fires on them with the Weimar, and they just stayed in Will to Rebuild range. And I think he said there was something like 130, 140,000 hit points available, and he farmed over 200,000 off them. Yeah, I would love to know what is going on with the chat in the screen this morning. Let me check the broadcast settings. Because it seems to be just keep reloading the old comments as it goes through. So I'll take a quick look at the phone here. Yes, it does seem like the brawl is going to be a bust. I did actually record a video on my take on brawl. Yeah, I would love to know what is going on with the chat. Let me just check my stream settings. Hang on, because although I have set up OBS on my PC, which means I can use remote play. to play the PlayStation. So display chat, display activity, overlay position bottom right. Bottom right. Let's go for. Yeah, we'll leave it. Let's just change the position and then change it back. There we go. Right. Back to game. So, oh, hey, I got a fireproof medal. I think I probably earned that, didn't I? But there we go. So I lost, what is it? Is it 40% of your health for a fireproof medal? I didn't do amazingly well there, but hey, I beat a North Carolina who died, and I beat our Flander. The Georgia was very quick in picking up the kills that were outstanding. And even though I mullered their Belfast 43, he finished second for their team. But who was it? Stephen Winchester. Yeah, just as about to pick up him as the kill. Obviously, the Georgia picked it up. So, what have we got left this morning? Emerald Gadget Marcher. Now, the Emerald, I've really not had much luck in. I'm going to take the Gadget out for one. And obviously, the limitation with this is that it only has deep water torpedoes. And to be frank, its guns aren't that great either. I felt like I was shooting wet paper balls at another destroyer yesterday. It was like put put put, and it just wasn't really doing anything. And yeah, I like to get in. I like. Oh God, really? Again? Again? But oh. Right. What is my take on keeping or selling Weimar? I'm going to have to read the chat off the phone in between things today. So my take on the Weimar is they moved it to, they announced they were moving it to tier 7 before they told us they were bringing tier 8. If they had told us they would bring in tier 8 and then said Weimar was moving to 7, I don't think it would have been as much of a problem. But the way they went about it was wrong. The fact that they brought the Belfast 43 in at tier 7, which to be honest is a pretty rubbish ship. I haven't seen it do well in any game at all. You know, to a British and a German cruiser at tier 7. They haven't given Weimar a 4th slot at tier 7. What they have done is given it a heal. It seems to be holding its own at tier 7. A lot of people seem to be still having a lot of fun with it. Now, the way I look at it, I would keep a hold of the Weimar for now, because they have just made the change with this update. I didn't realise the other DD was here, so I'm going to have to push across and spot elsewhere. I didn't sorry. Let's rewind a little bit. They've put it up to tier 7 with this update. So what they will do is they will collect data on how the Weimar performs at the new tier. They will then decide if they need to balance the ship to make it better or worse.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
And I think in moving it to tier 7, they're looking to reduce the population of the ship, because I think a lot of people hate it. And anybody who asks for the money back, they're not getting the money back, they're getting doubloons back. And all they're going to do with those doubloons is use them on another ship. So Wargaming have a win-win situation here. There is a DD on cap somewhere. There. I know I can't torpedo him, but I just want to see what he's doing.
All stations reporting
We
the
have
position of a
we haven't got
strategic
any
target.
support across here. We haven't got support across here. I'm going to have to turn the overlay off because it keeps, like I said, reloading old messages and blocking the screen. Come on, stay there, stay there, stay there. Stay there, stay there, stay there. I know I'm going to turn into an island. I don't want to shoot my guns. I don't know where the team is. I've got a destroyer coming around on my back end. There he goes. We've got nobody. I can't take this guy on. And I want those torpedoes to run at that West Virginia. Did that Kiev just disappear? No. There's some torps coming through. I can see him. I can see him. Oh, are we gonna? No, he slowed down, didn't he? But there's one. The rest ran out right on the limit of range. So Dunkirk is out there. What concerns me is this other DD is playing hound dog. He just seems to be following around instead of playing a flank. You know, we were both on that side of the map, so I've come across here. But then he's turned around and come this way as well. I'm hoping he's going to push back out on that side and pick up those other two destroyers. Sorry, other two destroyers, other two battleships. Right, he's reversing out of it. I've got something closer than 5.8 Ks, and it is going to be that destroyer. You're just going to play with your throttle, aren't you? So we're just going to do that. Where is he?
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Both DDs are tucked in behind. No, there's the Kiev. Right. We have got ourselves an Asashio. We also have a smoke screen available. But we have just fired our torpedoes. But we're going to try and pick up this Asashio, and lo and behold, the chat messages just reload. There he is.
Our team has taken the lead.
And this is what I was saying about these guns not being any use whatsoever. Yep, there come the torps. Are we going to get out of them? No. We're going to take two. Gone. Controller throw. Why? Because nobody on the team is able to focus a destroyer when it's spotted. Damn. Potato moment for Mr. T. Oh dear. Oh dear. So the Kiev has himself spotted for ages. We've got a guys now there with brilliant secondaries. We have 4 ships parked on one side of the map who are shooting at one ship. We have 2 ships so far back on the map, the Colorado and the Huger, that they literally may as well be in the next game. But we are winning. Dare I say it, not because of myself. But what this calls for is another cup of tea. I'm going to turn off the chat overlay because there's definitely a problem with it on PlayStation at the moment. Broadcast, overlays, turn off the chat. But we'll keep an eye on how many people are coming in and going. And I'll just have to keep an eye between games on things. I'm hoping that's going to be a win. But let's see. How has my week been? JJ, my week has not been up. Yes, I want to leave the battle. Hang on a second. Let me just do this and I'll go and put the kettle up. And we'll try the emerald out for one in just a second. Just let me get a fresh cuppa. And I'll review the chat. And hopefully my headset will still give me a good connection while I'm in the kitchen. But yes, to recap, Wargaming put the Weimar up to tier 7. Lots of people got outraged. Lots of people demanded the money back. Wargaming are quite happy to do that because they feel that possibly the population of the Weimar needs to be thinned, and if they give people their doubloons back, they're only going to use it on another ship. Therefore, it is no loss of revenue to Wargaming at all. They are still going to have the money in the bank, and the players will have their doubloons back to pick up another ship. Now, I think that they will let this run for at least 2 updates while they collect data on how the Weimar is performing at tier 7. And then once that is done, they will then decide if it's going to need a rebalance, if it's going to need to be given some extra damage and hopefully not extra fire starting chances. And sorry, I'm going to stand at the door and have a smoke. And then they're going to cause outrage in the community again, especially if they give it a 4th slot, because all these people are going to say, well, hang on a second, I sold the Weimar back to you because you changed it, and now you've changed it again, but now it's better, and I want it back. And I don't think that's going to happen. The issue with premium ships is the game isn't pay to play. It is a free game. If you choose to spend money on the game, that is your choice. You do not have to. You do not have to invest a single penny into this game if you don't want to. However, there are significant benefits if you do. It's like I didn't need to have heated seats on my car. But I've got heated seats on my car, and to be honest, in the winter, it's really nice, as Charlie calls it, having a hot butt. It makes a difference. So the issue comes with how much premium content is in the game compared to standard content, and how much that premium content costs. One of my biggest gripe is this, where they keep pulling out the same content again and again and again. We've got 3 years worth of Black Friday content in the store at the moment. If somebody's new to the game, they haven't got any of those ships, they're going to be tempted to want to own all of those ships because they think it's something special. It's not. It's the same ship. It's just black. But it's the majority of them are premium ships, or ships that have been in the game and probably won't appear again. You go and add up the 3 Black Friday, what do they call it? They're like the Black Fleet packages for the 3 ships. You're looking at around £200 plus, so that's got to be what? About $300? And they're doing this month on month on month, and it's wrong. It's terrible. I really think they could improve the game by dropping the prices on stuff in the store significantly, like hugely. But they can't do that now. They're so far past the line now that to do so again would cause outrage in the community, because so many people have paid so much money for so many ships. There was one guy on Facebook the other day said he'd spent over $3,000 on this game in, I think it was 24 months. That is a crazy amount of money. Right, let me just go finish my cup of tea. So where do I see the value in this game is what we come to. I see the value in this game as being in the fact that it is free to play. There are 2 things in this game that are, in my opinion, worth the money that you spend on them. The first thing is premium time, because premium time gets you more credits, and it gets you more what is it? Captain's experience, or Commander XP. That's the word I was looking for. It gets you more credits, more Commander XP, more Global XP, and once you fully researched a ship, it gives you more Elite XP. But as we all know, Elite XP Apart from having your ships ready for tier 8 to unlock them, elite XP is a dead currency, and if anybody spends money on converting elite XP to global XP, you either have a significant amount of money or you have a severe lack of brains. And I'm afraid that's the only two ways to put that. um, but yeah, so premium time is worth the money that you spend on it. It's a small investment and it's quite a significant return when you play the game. The other thing that is worth the money that you spend on it is Admiralty backing. And the reason for that is you get a lot of stuff through the campaign for it. But the value that wargaming say, like flags and booster flags and things like that, they say, oh, that's worth this much money. It's not. It's worth nothing. It's pixels on a screen. It's rolled out month after month. It doesn't cost them anything to produce it. It's already there in the game. It's been in the game there for 3 years, and it doesn't cost them a penny. So it has no value whatsoever. But if you consider buying Admiralty backing for 2,500 doubloons, which is about £7.99 in UK money, you're getting a tier 7 premium ship pretty much every 4 or 5 weeks, right? And that's 10 ships a year. It ain't bad. It isn't bad, Why spend? In fact, what is a tier 7 premium ship cost in the store these days? Let's have a look. Store ships is about 12,000. Have we got any tier 7s? Let's have a look for a 7. Massachusetts is on global XP. Bomb. So a 6 is 12,500. Alabama is global XP as well. I'd like to have the Huger, but I bought the Kid instead. Are all the tier 7s global XP? So 750,000 global XP, but let's say it's, a tier 6 there is 12,500 doubloons. So a tier 7 would be around 15,000 doubloons, a significant amount of money. You're getting a tier 7 premium every 4 or 5 weeks for 2,500 doubloons. That is worth the money. Who do I put on this? Because what's my Belfast like? See, she's a fire starter. Let's have a look at her. I could go Pen. Don't need fires. No, we're not going to put her on. We're going to go back with Fraser, and we're just going to do that and go full AP and see how that works out for us. Reload, traverse. Have I got any? Let's have a look. I never seem to do well in this ship. I never seem to do the damage in this ship that I never dish out what I receive when somebody else is shooting at me in this ship. That's what we want. We've got. Let's put Lutyens on there and boost them for 21,000 and take the Emerald out for 1. Let's have a look here. Jess, hello. I've had to turn off the chat coming up on the screen because for some reason PlayStation seems to try loading the chat from the start every time we change a view, and it was getting rather confusing. And somebody was asking earlier if I actually respond to messages on the chat. So I'm having to look at the chat in between games. But I'm not at work today. I've taken a day off because I've got some stuff to do around the house and some errands to run and some ships to play, obviously. Because I've got Charlie from next Wednesday for 10 days, so I won't be playing any ships. That is a lovely cup of tea, if I do say so myself. Right, we've got Sea of Fortune, Domination. Brilliant. Two, three cruisers. One, two, three. No, they've got two cruisers. I have got crossplay turned on, and this could prove to be messy because we all know that red team like to push this flank hard, but they also like to sit at the top of B cap on the corner. So I'm going to push out wide, just try and stay undetected for as long as possible, and then see if we can get an angle across to there and have it in range. I'm a bit stuffy this morning because I've got the door open, and with it being harvesting season and things, I don't like get hay fever per se, but I always end up very bunged up. We have a Fuso with us who's not got any camo on. We've got a Fuso out there who can do us a great deal of damage if he wishes. And he's coming straight in, so I'm actually going to go a little bit wider here. We're not spotted yet, but the minute I do get spotted, I'm screwed basically. Oh, we have a West Virginia coming in too. So we got two battleships on this side of the map. Our carrier, I think, is playing the smart game. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to push the cap. He wants to see if it gets taken or turned first. But in doing so, we lose sight of the Fuso. We've also got a Britannia out there. We've got two of the battleships coming back into us. There is a DD on the cap because there's a smoke screen. He's going to go through that gap there, and he's going to get detected. So we are going to back out of this, I think. I am going to ride the white line to get a turn in, and I'm going to lock my guns over, because this is the quickest way to turn when you're this far out. And there we go, the Fuso is coming in, and the DD is going to run straight into him, and we are not in a position to fire yet.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
DD sighted, there he is. I can't get guns on him. Let's see what we can do with this Fuso. We can get some hits on him. We land some, but again, I'm not doing a lot of damage. And our DD has lost practically all of his health, and there he's gone. He's dead. I can't see what angle that is, but we've got 1, 2 BBs and a DD down here, and I need to get away from this line. Please don't go through that gap, you plum. And we've just lost the New York to the West Virginia, who sailed broadside all the way across the map, and I'm stuck against the line and I can't get off. Come on, move forwards.
We've been spotted.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm next on the list because that West Virginia is there too. But they're being pushed on the other flank now, so perhaps we can play a kiting game now. I wish I had a spotter plane now. West Virginia's out of range. The Britannia is pushing in, so we can potentially get some fire on him in a second, while the other guys are a little bit further out. But that island is going to be in the way. Watch the shells coming on me now that I've been spotted. No. Slow, slow, slow. See what I mean? I just don't seem to do any damage. I can't hit the Visby from here either because I've taken off the range, and I've gone for
Smoke generator started.
again. We landed some hits on them. There's a whole load of torpedoes
Smoke
out
screen
there,
set.
and we can't see a thing. Come on, guys, push through, push through. This is literally playing a waiting game. Our other battleship is still parked down there, the Budgie. We've got a Yahagi out there. The Visby is still out of range. Why did I take range off this build, eh? There he is, there he is, there he is. Right, I'm not spotted, but I'm out of my smoke, so I can't fire. There's the Fubuki. And we just lost another battleship. Running sonar, because that Fubuki's going to have a reload up soon. Only got 40 seconds on, I'm not going to be able to do enough damage to him. Right, look at his smoke stacks. His smoke has just changed. You'll see that it's he's now going full forwards. One, two destroyers, two battleships, 4 ships down. I need to get out of here. This guy back here, I don't know what he's doing, but he's been parked there since the start of the game. Red team have just sailed in, taken the caps, 2 DDs, and we can't do anything. There we go. I'm spotted, so I'm expecting a volley of shots coming in anytime soon. Here come the torpedoes, so we're going to kite. They've just run out, thankfully. But he's gone. Yep, there's torps. I can see where one destroyer is at the top of the map, but there's still 2 battleships parked out there. And I'm still spotted, and it's the Fubuki, and he's going to be able to keep me spotted. And here we go, this one battleship, who has sat here behind this island the whole time, has decided to now turn tail and run, because he's seen torpedoes come in. Fuzo's been able to heal up to like 1/3 health. We've still got a West Virginia out there, and I think this game is a total loss. A total loss. No, there's the West Virginia. What's he doing? He's looking in my direction, but I have got a destroyer out here, and there we go, the Britannia, whose sole contribution to the game was to sit there. I'm going to be in range of the West Virginia and everything. There we go. I'm dead. I'm dead. No. Oh, but look who's just popped up. Now, the thing is, little DD, is I have torpedoes too. I know you've got torpedoes. You're lucky in that my sonar isn't ready. There he is.
Enemy heavily damaged.
Damn. Damn. That West Virginia was waiting for me. But yeah, our Jaguar did a pretty poor job going through that gap. He should have had the cap. Jess, if you want to know what my opinion of the brawl mode is, I'll go through it again for even though I've already done it. Brawl mode is everything that the community have not asked for, and I guess that's the one-liner of it. I don't think there's anything more to say. It's, as I said, my key sort of gripe about the whole thing is that for the destroyers, they've taken away guns and made it just a torpedo fest. And you know me when I play destroyers, a lot of the time I'm looking for either, yeah, I'm looking for a balanced destroyer that can do a bit of
Battle ends in
both.
5 minutes.
And the majority, I think, of my kills from destroyers, um, when playing Division, are gun kills. So I just don't see, I don't see the point. The rewards aren't worth anything. If anything, I think they're bringing in something arcadey because they know there's a lot of kids in the game at the moment with the school holidays, and they're trying to make it more attractive so that hopefully they get some retention of that younger audience who then badger their parents to buy more ships. Oh, but see, this is why I like to play destroyers, because you pretty much you can play and control the game, and not try to squeeze through a tiny gap and get detected by a giant battleship and then die 5 seconds later. So that was an unfortunate game. Our only other DD, who's an Icarus, so he's quite a good boat, but he just can't do anything to contest. But my contribution to that game was not worth. There we go. He got hit for a detonation. That's a rare badge. And I think that goes to show that even though I made very little contribution to that game based on what I was doing, and I finished fourth, um, there's our Britannia down there, who did the square root of shit. There is our destroyer, who went out at the start. And there is the New York that came with the Britannia, sailed broadside all the way across the map and got deleted when he got there. So yeah, so even though I didn't do amazingly well on that game, I finished much higher on the board than they did, and I think that says something about how well that game was played. I'll have one more go with this. I don't rate it. I don't rate the Emerald. I just never seem to be able to perform well in it. But while I've got 18 seconds, I'm going to go for a quick pee, so bear with me. Before you ask, no, I didn't wash my hands because I was taught not to piss on my hands. Simple as that. Um, oh, here, epicenter again. Right.
Action stations.
2 destroyers, 2 cruisers, and a shit ton of battleships. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Tell me where on the map I should go. I'm going to start by... So our destroyers are both going wide on the flanks instead of... Hang on. Who's that? Judge Dredd 78. I've seen him before. And the thing is, I can't remember if he was really, really good or really, really bad. And for some reason, I seem to think he was really, really bad. See what I mean? I'm like chipping away at this guy, but not really doing a lot to him. I haven't got the torpedo range for him. But do I pop smoke now or do I leave it? Oh, bit of trigger lag there. Bit of trigger lag. That furry taco should not be able to get away with running a flank like that. No salvo, single shot, he's turned away, he's picked up a top. Hopefully somebody will pick him up, there's the Omaha. I'm running sonar. And yes, I am sitting behind an island, but I'm not spamming HE. Have a look at where our destroyers are in this team. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh man, there's a Cali out there. Can I get shots onto it? We can indeed. We can indeed. However, if I get his attention, he is going to spank me. There we go, look, he's already started and I'm spotted. This is where I get deleted. I'm not safe yet. I am not out of the woods. There is the Omaha, he should get absolutely spanked. There's a Citadel. And there he's dead. Right, Fuso, you're next. Right, I'm in a bad spot for the Fuso as well. Where the hell are our destroyers at? There's one out there. This Cali's going to pick me up as I come out of here. There we go, there's his guns. Now is the time to kite. There's a DD. Watch this Cali.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
So their DDs are in the centre of the map. Our DDs are out on the flanks doing fucking nothing. And here come the shots from the Cali. How the hell he missed, I will never know. I'm just trying to keep my head on a swivel here. Because I don't have... I'm still spotted. There's a Fuso out there.
Get back! Teammate! I need your support!
Fucking destroyers are absolute plums. Oh hell, I didn't see him out there. This could be painful. Yep, that could be painful very much indeed. And now I've got the Fuso on the other flank. What is this guy doing? Oh man, right. There's only one thing to do here. Because I am spotted. And I'm going to get salvoed.
Generator started.
Yeah, there we go. There's a Matsuki. Both their DDs are in the centre of the cap. Oh, fuck's sake. You... Todd!
The enemy is about to win.
What are you doing, Matsuki? This is somebody who's playing for missions. Not interested in the win. Not interested in the game. He's playing for, I need 15 torpedo hits or 85,000 torpedo damage. Our other destroyer is out there in... I'm spotted. Right, watch this next salvo off a battleship come straight through me. The Britannia's out there. I've got two battleships on my left, two battleships on my right, and one of them is going to absolutely clatter me. There we go. I'm going to be able to do nothing but keep in a turn here. Oh, I was lucky, but there's the California. He's next on the bat. And we get away with that one. Just... because our destroyers are still chasing fucking battleships. I'm going around the back of this island. You can't deal with this amount of stupidity. Callie's going to have a reload on me anytime soon. Oh, there's the gator again. Fucking... Right, I'm going to try and be more relaxed with things today, but that battleship that is sat in my smoke screen is about to get himself torpedoed. I love to know what our destroyer's doing, but there you go, our battleship gets himself torpedoed. I'm going to get spotted as I come around the corner. I've got 2 battleships pushing me in there. So the Calais, game over. Game over on points. Do you want to know how not to play a destroyer? Like that. And I'm actually going to put a block, because as I said at the start of the game, I can't remember if Judge Dredd was either very good or very shit. I think that refreshes my memory enough. But you can't contest the cap in an emerald. You can't take on being fired at by 4 battleships in an emerald. How I managed to stay alive for that long, I don't know. But that was an abysmal match. So I'm going to cheer myself up. I'm going to cheer myself up. He says, I'm going to try and cheer myself up with his summoner. But let's just quickly go through the chat while we're in there. Oh, Tim's there. Good morning, Tim. Oh dear, yeah. I was just doing a few solo games with me morning tea, and I'm going to drop off and do chores, Chin. I've got the garden to do, the car to wash, and a bit of shopping to do, and a few other bits and bobs. But don't take it personally like that and get shitty in the chat, mate. I wasn't intending on streaming this morning, but as I didn't stream last night, and I had my bureau to do this morning, I thought I would jump on with a cup of tea before I go off and head out for the day and do all my bits and bobs, because I'm going to be busy over the weekend, and I'm going to be busy for the next sort of 2 weeks with Charlie. And I didn't stream last night because I got to watching that samurai documentary on Netflix. In fact, what was it called? Can't be many tier 8 players in this morning. Let me just have a quick look at that. It's called Age of Samurai Battle for Japan on Netflix, and it is very, very good. It is well worth a watch. Chin, you need to be more delicate in the way you put things as a cross, you know. But yeah, are we not going to get a tier 8 game? Or has somebody brought a tier 7 carrier? And so that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Get a destroyer match and get a carrier first thing. Hang on. Is that what I think it is? For some reason I have houseflies that fly into my house and then sit and do nothing. And I've lost my little vacuum cleaner because this little guy is going up the spout. Let me just flip my mic a second. Right, there we go.
Capture that area.
We have a game. We're in. Let's go. Oh, it's... Yep, there we go. It's a carrier match. Whoop-de-doo. There are two destroyers. They've got one. They've got a summoner as well. We've got a Cleveland out there, so he needs to be a priority target. And the carrier is obviously going to be after me. Let's see what our two battleships are doing. Everybody else is just going to the right side of the map as usual. We've only got the one cruiser. He's across there, so these two guys are going the long way around. So I think actually I might support them. But we'll see. Let's have a look. Vanguard's out there. I can't see what else is out there yet. They have got a target here. Now, people do not think
I need intelligence data.
I'm stupid. What I'm trying to do is to get the carrier's attention that there's a ship there in the middle of the map. And here comes torpedo bombers. Now let's see how this does with AA. There we go. I'm spotted by his planes. There's a Roma. There is a DD on the corner. I'm no longer spotted. But there is a DD here. And a Yamato out there. Where is that the Cleveland across on the far right? Okay. They have got a summoner, so I'm equally matched with this summoner.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Ooh, there's a radar plane up. He's on a cap. He's on a cap. He's going to be round the corner.
All forces, capture that area.
Is that Roma pushing around? There he is. There he is.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
I don't want to push with that. The Yamato, Yamato is out there. I can see where the destroyer is. I know exactly where he is. However, it is rather difficult for me to contest it without any support. So here we come. Both the Roma and the Yamato are going to be onto me. Come on, where are your planes? Where are your planes? Where are your planes? Those two battleships are wondering why the hell that I'm not contesting this cap. It's because I can't go in alone. I've got two big battleships out there, plus the DD, and the carrier is pushing across, while the majority of the team are on the other side of the map. I know exactly where he is. He is there. Now, if our carrier can get him spotted, there we go. Yamato has managed to avoid those torpedoes. Sumner is coming out. Hit the brakes, hit the smoke.
Smoke generator started. All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
There we go, Yamato is waiting for me. And there the enemy destroyer is gone.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Smoke screen set.
Now our two battleships can do their stuff, you see. Mr. Yamato doesn't like being part of that.
Enemy cruiser detected.
Neither does Mr. Roma, because I think I can get shots onto him. Yami's just in range. Now Yami's coming into range. One minute on smoke. There's a fire on the Yami. Mr. Yami is going to turn in there. Thing is, these planes are still above me. I've got 22 seconds to relocate. But hey, there we go. Oh, there he is. Oh, I've got 23 seconds. We got to engine boost it.
Engine boost activated.
One more fire. That's all we need. Run, Yami, run! Those two can take him out, surely. Yep, there we go. Roma's out there too. Let's go for some AP on this guy, see what it does. If we get enough chance to get some salvos in. Oh, it was really I was the one spotting him because he killed the other battleship that was there. Oh dear. Now he's run his smoke. He's run his smoke. What have I got? 27 seconds for torpedoes. There is another ship out here. Where are you, Sunshine? Now people are saying, why aren't you capping T? Well, quite simply because there's no support on this side of the map. But it looks like that Roma has gone. So we'll get our guns around and we'll now get in towards B cap and at least help and get an assist. If we get there soon enough.
Engine boost deactivated.
But just because you are the destroyer, you know, it doesn't mean you immediately have to be on the cap. Like, it didn't make sense to try and push that summoner while there was nothing centre to support. The ships that were on A cap had not yet made it round to the capture point. And we end up having to hold against the Yamato and the Roma, but we did pick up the summoner and get him off the map, and as you see, once a destroyer is off the map, everybody else decides to move. But yeah, such is life. I'm not going to get an assist here because I'm too far off it, unless that Otago sails off. But there we go. The only map is, sorry, the only ship left is the carrier, who is off my bow, and he's going to be there.
Roger. Roger.
Now, which way is he going to be going? And really, because it's a tier 8 game, by the time we get out there, the big ships are going to be in range, and yeah, he's static. He's against the back of the map, isn't he? 19 Ks. We can almost reach him with torpedoes, but the spread by the time they get there, I said earlier, long-range torpedoes on this. By the time the torpedoes get out to that distance, you could probably sail all 9 ships through a gap between 2 torpedoes. Right in the line. We just go to sail towards them. Let's have a look through the chart. Let's have a look. Yeah, Juka was recommended by on the blog has been a good ship for it, but it's a premium. Let's see what we can do to help out this guy with a little bit of AA. Is he going for me? No, he's dropped on the other guy. I haven't got an engine boost available, but what we have got is guns. Man, he's fast. There's a fire. Damn corns. And Friedrich picks up the kill before we can even get anything done on him. Hell, third from last. That's the worst game I've had in the Summoner so far, but it's a win. The Black did a pretty good job out. The Friedrich de Grosser obviously had an outstanding game. I mean, 4 kills, but the Otago still beat him because he got that solo cap in the middle. But there we go. We did deal with the enemy summoner, and when you go up against a ship of the same class, then it's nice to have a win. But 80,000 on that. Right, that is going to be me for now because it's just gone 10 o'clock and I'm going to get off for the day and I'm going to get all my little jobs done around the place. But although I don't normally stream on a Thursday night, I know Chin's watching. If you fancy doing a stream for a few hours tonight, then we'll do one tonight, we'll do one tomorrow night, and then Sunday and Monday, and then I'm off the scene for a couple of weeks. Oh, segment done, show details. What did I get? Let's have a look. Bureau. So in 7 hours and 44 minutes, I'll get 2 more crates. And I have about as much luck on crates as I have in life at the moment, although I haven't checked my lottery ticket, so I might need to change that statement. But there we go. And I am, what, 1, 2, 3 stages into stage 3 for my Colbert. So, oh, hang on a second. So they're allowing us to use doubloons or Commander XP. I thought that was credits that we were boosting that with. Or have they changed it on different segments? Because somebody said you could use credits to boost it, but that is saying Commander XP. Interesting. Interesting. Right, that's it for now, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I have got some replays from the last few days because I thought while I'm not online and playing and streaming, what I will do is I've got a load of videos saved, and through the course of the weekend and early next week, I will get all the voiceovers and placeholder cards and everything done for them, and I'll get them uploaded onto YouTube. And then just to keep you happy, what I'll do is I'll schedule them to drop like one a day over the time that I have Charlie, and that way, you know, you can laugh at my potatoes, you can pick up some tips, you can listen to me talk through a game to see how I play it in a particular ship. And I've got battleships, I think I've got cruisers, and I've got destroyers, so there should be a little bit of something for everyone. And if you do watch a video, I mean, leave me a comment, leave me a like, but if you play that particular ship and you're very good at it and you think there's a way that I can improve my gameplay on that ship, then please do drop it in the comments. You know, tell me about your build, you know, your captain, your inspirations, you know, his skills that you're using, because I would, you know, I'm still learning. 3 years into the game, there's still stuff for me to learn, and there, you know, there are people who do things much better than I do. And if you've got some comments on how you think I can play a particular ship better that you're really good at, then drop me something in the comments and let me know, and I will change it up and I will give it a go. And if I get a really good game that's a significant improvement, then I'll post the video and give you a shout out and give you a big thumbs up and thank you for helping me do that. But that's all for now. Take care. Have a really great morning, and I'll see you later on this evening, around 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. UK time. So until then, take care and goodbye.